Yes.
World tour.
What was that like? What was the reaction internationally to?
Yeah, I'm still kind of reeling from this Iron Man 3 World Tour and going to Korea and China and Russia and Germany and France and England, and the fans are really what's driving the success of these movies, and they're really stoked.
Did you? I don't know how else to put it. Did you have like a talking heads moment while you were on the tour? That's like, how did I get here?
Sure.
Tell me about that.
There would be a bunch of times I would like be going to a mall in Seoul, Korea, and there'd just be this massive turnout of people, and I'm just seeing all these faces, and I'm just kind of connecting in this odd way with all these other human beings, where I'm kind of participating in their enjoyment of this spectacle, you know, and of course they take really good care of me, but we're also traveling a lot and kind of doing quick turnarounds and getting ready to do the next thing, and so you could say it's kind of stressful and it's part of the job, but you know, I also got to do stuff I haven't done before. You know, I got to go to Moscow and go to this cool museum, or we got to be in the Forbidden City in China, or I got to wear some lederhosen in Munich and kind of, you know, connect with, you know, my own lineage and aspects of my own DNA and all that. So it's been wild.
How do you think that Tony has matured or not matured or changed over time from the very beginning to now?
I think Tony has had a very human journey for someone who's part of this Marvel universe. In a way, Stan Lee is just so brilliant because the Iron Man character with Tony helps ground almost everything and everyone else into something, well, there's someone who could be one of us, you know. So I think that's the way it's important. Seeing him mature is probably the wrong word, but seeing him be able to flex as he goes through all these different challenges and kind of maintain his wit and his integrity in some way. He didn't really have integrity when we first met him, and then he gained it as he used technology to save his own skin. So there's a lot of themes that I think are every bit as current today as they were in the 60s when Stan thought them up.
Whenever you have a huge franchise and a trilogy of films, the bar just keeps moving up, moving up, moving up. As an actor, do you even think about that? And do you think that you guys cleared that bar with Iron Man 3?
I'm like everyone. I think about everything. You know, I should be careful about thinking. But in this case, it served us well because I've been intimately exposed to everything that worked and maybe didn't work so good in all the kinds of movies that I've enjoyed seeing that you could call genre movies over the last 25 years. And so it's kind of more of a to-do not list, which is, you know, repeating yourself, going for the same kind of jokes, going for the same kind of emotional moments, going for the same kind of plot turnarounds. And Shane Black was the new concept bringer for Iron Man 3, and in some ways, you know, Jon Favreau and I were saddled with helping to launch this perhaps bigger idea of an Avengers franchise, so we had some heavy lifting to do, and strangely Shane, who just kind of joined us recently, has had none of those requirements because of the success of Avengers, so life's funny.
Well, it's with the directorial change and all of the other changes, but especially some really brilliant new cast members. Is that like helping to carry the weight, so to speak, when you have a Ben and a Guy and a Rebecca?
Always. That's what I noticed on Avengers was, oh, I don't have to go to work every day because there's actually a lot of other really talented people carrying the story. And whether it was Guy Pearce, who is just, to me, just one of the great Australian national treasures, and Rebecca Hall and Sir Ben is the British invasion. But of course, you know, I mean, you know, Don joined us in Iron Man 2, and he and Gwyneth have kind of been the heart of the story. They're the people who are really grounded in the kind of workaday experience of this real world we're putting Tony in.
Last quick one. Who's got the better suit, you or the Colonel?
His suits are on loan, but he does make him look pretty great. Thanks. I love you, Don. I love you, Iron Patriot.
Thank you, sir. I really did enjoy it.